Okay, well, here's another interesting case. I don't know what to make of this, but apparently something was not right in this individual's head as Michigan State University professor strips naked in class. Police arrive to escort him to hospital. Um, Now this isn't a cannibal type case, but again, you have to question the motive. A math professor at Michigan State University allegedly stripped naked, ran naked through his classroom. Okay, so he stripped naked, ran naked through his classroom, and screamed, "There is no effing God," before police apprehended him, according to several reports. Well, that just basically tells the whole tale, doesn't it? Goes on to say the professor's name has not yet been released, but online students said he was eccentric and that they could probably have seen this coming. And here's an eyewitness account from one of the students. I was in Calc 1 at Michigan State University, and my teacher was always pretty eccentric. But today he went overboard. Halfway through class, he started screaming at us, swearing left and right. He then started slamming his hands on the window and pressing his face against it. Still screaming, eventually he walked out and down the hallway to the end, all while screaming. He then came back into the classroom and took off his clothes, except for his socks. All this sounds very eerily similar, doesn't it? Without the cannibalism part, of course, but, someone's crazy when they leave their socks on. At this point, everyone in class ran out. We were literally scared for our lives. The police took about 15 minutes to get here, and during this time, he continued walking around screaming. Another eyewitness account from another classmate says he was ranting about computers. Steve Jobs pronounced Jobs, and how everything is just an act. Now that's kind of interesting how he said that. Because really, in the people that are awake or aware of everything that's going on in the government, and how this guy was screaming and how everything is just an act, and the way he acted on this, obviously I believe he was possessed. Or he was demonically influenced big time. Again, all you got to do is look at the counts in Luke about the man having no clothes and everything like that. Sorry, I didn't pull up the scriptures for that, but it's basically the same thing. But he was saying how everything is just an act. Now, could this guy have been programmed, mind controlled? Possibly. Because come on, folks. We know that all the government does and stuff like that, especially on mainstream media, is nothing more than acts and lies. So, hey, why not program this professor to just lose it, strip down to his clothes, and, and have him scream this out? Right? A strong possibility. That's just speculation. I can't say for sure, but the main thing is he, without a shadow of a doubt, he is definitely demonically influenced. He ran into the hallway and pressed his face up against the windows to the room and said something about him not yelling. Then he ran back in and started crying and pulled $1 out of his wallet for some reason. At this point, we all knew he had completely lost it. The response time was pretty slow, too. According to Michigan State Police, a 911 call was received at the Ingham County Central Dispatch Center at 1:07 p.m. And, so no one was injured. The professor is not being charged with a crime. Of course not. MSU's Counseling Center has reached out to students who may have witnessed the incident to offer any support they need. He was screaming profanities and things you really couldn't understand. Well, how about that? Things you really couldn't understand, and profanities. Stripping naked, cursing, yelling, "There is no effing God." I don't know. He was pacing up and down the hallway. While some people may be laughing about the incident, students have already expressed anger over how long it took for police to arrive. So apparently the response time was slow. It took them more than 15 minutes to arrive. And here is a photo of the individual with the police there. So, again, there's no other conclusion I can come with, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, powers, rulers of the darkness, and high places, and these types of things. So obviously, this is a spiritual matter. Anytime you have any multi-personality disorders or mind control experiments and stuff like that, it's all demonic. And this was definitely an altered change of personality. And so therefore, I would have to label this as demonically infested or possessed or oppressed, one or the other. And these are just, this is just the way it is. So anyways, the article will be posted below. And until next time, truth be told, truth be known, stay safe, God bless, bye-bye.